You remember the old show, Wide World of Sports, that opening line, the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. That's a perfect tagline for the NCAA tournament. Oh, we saw the thrill everywhere. Underdogs like Oral Roberts, Loyola of Chicago advancing to the Sweet 16. North Texas, Ohio University pulling off surprises. And then the agony of defeat. The feeling many of us had looking at our brackets after Ohio State and Illinois lost. I was looking at some research here. Two of the Big Ten teams that are out, Ohio State and Illinois, played in that overtime thriller last Sunday. That was the Big Ten title game. It's hardly a new trend in the last 5 years in which an NCAA tournament has been played. Of the 10 teams to play in the Big Ten title game, only one of those 10 got as far as the Elite Eight. That was Michigan back in 2018, and they went on to the national title game, losing to Villanova. The other 9 all failed to reach the Elite Eight, with 4 of them failing to survive the second round. With a year off, a lot of people have forgotten just how great March Madness can be. It delivered in a big way. It was great. I mean, I have some, issues with, they didn't bounce around yesterday. They bounced around late last night. But the afternoon, I thought that's what's fun when they're bouncing around. By the way, full slate of games starting at noon Eastern today. Plan accordingly. But the energy is there. The effort is there. And really, there might not be another sporting event where you have those intangibles at play. Energy and effort. They play a bigger role because talent alone doesn't guarantee you anything. Look at these teams that have been bounced. And you get a wide contrast of styles here. And there's little turnaround. Teams have to figure out how to play a team that they may never have seen. Imagine if you think you're prepping for Texas, and all of a sudden you go, well, we should probably look at Abilene Christian a little bit here, right? Nah, we're going to look at Texas. And then you turn around, and then you have to play these teams that you probably never thought were going to be there. And the results have been as unpredictable as ever, and that's why we love the tournament. Even if entering the bracket contest can be extremely humbling. Your phone calls are always welcome. Best and worst of the weekend, what you saw that you liked, you didn't like. Sign up for the DP Show newsletter, danpatrick.com. This program brought to you by Built Bar Protein Bar. You have to remind yourself it's a protein bar. Promo code DP10, 10% off your first order, builtbar.com, DP10 at checkout. Come up with a play of the day, stat of the day. McLevin has the honors of coming up with a poll question. But a lot of surprises there yesterday and last night over the weekend. Used to be Jim Boeheim could coach during the regular season, couldn't coach in the tournament. Then he won a national title, and that went away. Now I think he can coach in the tournament. He can't coach during the regular season because they barely get in. And then all of a sudden you look up and you go, oh, I'll be damned. He made it to the Sweet 16. And you know Jim Boeheim has got to be in a great mood after watching his son have another great game, and they're going to the Sweet 16. Here's the Syracuse head coach.
It's hard to make the Sweet 16. Look around. Look at some of the teams that are out. It's really hard to get to the Sweet 16. When I started coaching, we thought that was, you're supposed to do that, you know. I think we went to 14 or 15 Sweet 16s, and some of them I don't even think we celebrated. Probably 10 of them. I don't even think we celebrate them. We just figured that's what we're supposed to do. But it's very hard. There's so many good teams. You watch all these teams that are winning that nobody knows that much about, and it's not an accident.
That was a great game, but contrasting styles and these teams that can live and die by the three, and all it takes is one game. Just a little magic. That's it. And you have your blue bloods, or at least teams we thought were blue bloods, and these teams, these smaller schools, they don't consider themselves smaller schools. They've been together. Loyola of Chicago's been together. They've been here before.